Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Hardware Despair. My name is Ryan, and today we are playing Dwarf Fortress. And as you can see, we're down here in the caverns. If I go down a little bit, there's a bloody mess right here. Several dead dwarfs. Our population has dropped to 117. We had an incident out here where we were battling, but we got over that, and then we have the cavern dwellers suddenly appeared. And this is all my fault. It was all avoidable. I shouldn't attack these serpent people, but oh my god, look. I didn't realize there was that many of them. Oh my god, these things are murdering our people too. You know what? Oh my gosh, I think it might be time to cut ourselves off from these caverns here, to be quite frank. Okay, so what I've done is we are going to cut ourselves off from the caverns, temporarily at least, until we get some more dwarves here and we can start training again. It's not the end of the world either. We don't really need it. But so I've gone through. I had the burrow set to allow all the dwarves down below, so I had to go down and manually delete sections of that burrow. So it wasn't a big deal, but I'm going to accept it now. I'm going to go ahead and put everybody into this burrow. That should be 136. Wow, we got more assignments than we do actual dwarves. I guess the news hasn't caught up with our manager yet, but we should start to see dwarves pouring out of there. Yeah, coming up. Get out of there, guys, because I'm going to lift this drawbridge here in a minute or two. I want to let all the dwarves get out if they can. Some of them might get trapped down there. You never know. Oh, there's a freaking cat down there. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, more dwarves. Let's go down. Oh, wow. There's a lot. All right, guys, get out of there. I think... What are they doing? Oh, yeah, this is actually where we were fighting, so... I should probably clear this. Yep. Because those were two conflicting... Oh, crap, I just canceled the squad. Darn it. That's okay. I'll reassign them anyway. We need to kind of reorganize that troop. I think they took some heavy losses. Anyway, let's go ahead and make sure that all our dwarves are safe and sound. I'll go back to the bridge. Oops, that's not the bridge. Hold on. There's the bridge. All right. And they're still coming. Yep, we still got more dwarves coming. But you can see they're slowly but surely funneling out of there. All right, and then I'm just going to slam that thing shut. Probably after this last guy comes through. He looks like the last one, I think. Okay, the last dwarf is coming up out of the cavern. Let's go up one. Let's follow him. I'm pretty sure he's injured too. I think all these guys are because they're moving real slow. All right, now I've got the caverns lever set up here. So let's grab that, pull lever, and put that. Yep, dwarf's already on it. So we'll watch this thing go up. And then I'm going to, yep, boom. Now we are sealed off from the caverns. Since there's a physical block there, I'm going to go ahead and release everybody from this burrow, because it also restricts them from going outside, you know. I don't think... Yeah, I think our drawbridge is open. Yeah, it's open upstairs, so... We have a trader here, but we have already done our trading. Wait, have I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, it says, greetings, seems ecstatic with the trading. Yeah, I just forgot to remove our guy here. Whoopsie, no trader. All right, so that guy's going to leave probably shortly. We'll see here. Merchants will be leaving soon. Yep. All right. So that was a good trade, too. We got a whole bunch of musical instruments. If you missed it, I requested those from the last time. So now the trader came and he brought them with us. So you can see we've got two of them set up in here. This is such a popular place. I really wish they'd come and get these gypsum blocks out of here. Eventually we'll use them to build something, I'm sure. I did discover, I've had a few people mention that we get gypsum plaster from the kiln, so thank you very much. We are working on that. I do have work orders set. But in addition to those instruments, I've set a bunch of instruments down in each of these temples, at least as many as we have, you know. Look, this guy's actually, I think, playing on it. Is he literally? Yeah, I think he is. It's great when we all get a chance to be merry together. I think that same thing. Feel lonely after being away from family. He didn't feel anything while crying on somebody in charge. I don't even know what that means. Oh, man, you delve into the personal lives of these dwarves, you're in for a real treat, let me tell you what. All right. You know what we need to do now is start smoothing these walls. Getting real sick of looking at this beautiful bedroom with these crappy walls and floor. Now the problem is that and this is so annoying, it won't smooth the things that are under that are you've already placed. So really you should smooth the stuff first if you want it to look really good. Like, let me show you in my tomb section. Where's the tomb? There it is. So yeah, when you look at these, you'll look and see it looks so great. It's nice and smooth. The walls are nice jagged angles there. Except, yeah, it didn't smooth the stone underneath this crap. It did under this one, strangely enough, but not under the statues or the pedestal. So that's super annoying. But we're just going to live with it. Maybe some point in the future I'll redo it, but also maybe at some point in the future if I start a new fortress, I'll do this properly. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and smooth. You're gonna be amazed how quickly the dwarves come and do this. I think yeah, look, it even skips over them. I think like dwarves just love smoothing things. They absolutely adore it. Now, of course, I did set it all to a high priority, but look at this. Look at them all flood over here. Look at them. Oh, you gotta love it. They just go nuts for smoothing floors. Doesn't take them long either. So we're gonna leave that area, let them get that done. Now let's take a look at our walls up here. This has been weighing on my mind quite a bit. All right, the floors are looking decent. In fact, this section's done over here. I can relay these out real quick. Okay, I have laid them all out. As you can see, we've got, actually there's one spot I wasn't able to get to yet. That one little piece, but don't worry, we'll finish it. Now, what I'm doing here is, in case you missed it, the explanation last episode, this is a overhanging, basically, so here's the first story. Here's the ground floor. We go up a story. We got the smooth walls. I was advised that, yes, goblins can climb these walls if we're not careful. So I definitely wanted to deal with that, and my solution was to go up a couple of levels and then open up the walls so we could actually get out here. So we broke down some of these walls, and we're going to lay out a floor on the exterior of the fortress. So that prevents anything from climbing up higher than this level, because they can't like reach out and grab this floor, or they won't be able to climb like horizontally onto it. So that will be a solution, and it looks to be like it's working out pretty well. I'm loving it. Let's in fact, let's go back to that level real quick, because what I'm going to do is, since we discovered additionally, I think it was 2 episodes ago, that the dwarves can't shoot from this height. 4 stories up is too high. They can't see whatever's below them to shoot at it. They were just standing there, not shooting. So I'm going to bring it down to this level. We're going to, instead of putting walls back here, I'm going to put fortifications. And eventually we'll replace slowly, piece by piece, no, section by section, we'll replace these walls with fortifications so that we can do that. You know, we can have them stand down here on the 2nd floor, and I think that'll be good enough. I mean, heck, if we have to go to the 1st floor, we'll do that too. But yeah, this is good enough. And again, something I think I'll do in future forts is we'll only go up 1 story. I don't need to go up 4 stories. We'll do fortifications, and we'll put like a floor piece there so that, you know, it'll block climbers. Man, what is up with these elf poets walking around with no clothes on? Doesn't he look like he's undressed? Buddy, put some clothes on, please. Well, as I assign the final position here to our first squad, or our newest squad, I should say, I've noticed we have quite a few competent spear dwarfs, which is interesting. I wouldn't mind. Here's a sword dwarf, but he's got an important job, so I'm just looking for anybody else who has a relevant skill. None of them really do, so we'll just use this milker here. So yeah, it's a new squad. Some of them are not very talented, but there are, like I said, quite a few spearmen, which is cool. I'm going to let them just pick whatever they want. Oops. And let's see. Let's look at their equipment. Yeah. They'll probably have enough armor and stuff, but I need to keep an eye on this because they might not. I don't know if they can just use the dead dwarf stuff or what. We'll see. It might have become tainted. But so now we need to go in here and, oops, wrong one. I need to assign them. We'll just put them in this one. What are they called? They're the only one we have, so that's it. Boom, select all. Now I need to go into their schedule, of course, and let's see here. This is going to be all messed up. Yes, of course. So let me redo this. Okay, I've got them set for on again, off again each month. That's good to go. Let's get out of that. What's this petition for? Entertaining? No. We're just recruiting new fighters right now. No entertainers, please. Thank you very much. We got plenty of entertainers. Okay, so we should eventually see them come up here. Now, my question is, should I go ahead and reinstate that archer squad? We only have 117 dwarves, and some of them might be trapped down in the cavern. No, I don't think any of them are, but yeah, we'll see. I think for now we'll just let them go with this. As soon as if we get a decent crop of new migrants, which would be awesome, then the first thing we're going to do is make a second squad, because this is a dangerous wilderness here. This is no wilderness retreat. That's craziness. Oh boy, I remember there was a point where we had a problem with our drink load. Man, I tell you, that is no longer the case. Setting up these stills with like a specific worker who can only be the person who works there, and then having them do nothing but brew, like go into their work labor. That was it right there. That really did it. And of course, also disallowing the kitchen from using meals, or from using our drinks in the meals. Let's see, we go to labor, kitchen. Yeah, so if you go to drinks, you can see, oh, no, we don't want them to cook with this stuff. Our drinks are just for drinking, not for cooking. That was also a critical step somebody told me about. And now look at it. We're just bursting at the seams with drink. Of course, our food is not too shabby either. So, and don't worry, these two stockpiles down here are set for this reason. So we're good to go. Let's check out our farm. It's been a while. We do have cave wheat going, autumn right now. Okay, I've got seeds aplenty, don't I? This one's got loads of dimple cup. All right, so our farmers seem to be doing well. Let's put some pigtails in there. Yeah, I think we're out of cave wheat. All right, let's see here. These are all plump helmets, so that's good. We just got a steady supply of plump helmets, and it's all completely full. So I nearly forgot. I was upstairs looking at our dumping zone, which is right here, and I realized, oh man, there's dead dwarves in here, and the rotting corpses are just sitting there. So I realized I had not set all my tombs. We've got all these open tombs, and yeah, we're going to need to designate those. Now, one thing I'm realizing too is I'm going to need a lot more of these, because in fact, I'm pretty sure there are dwarves' bodies trapped down in the caverns where they were getting killed by those snakes. In fact, I'm positive of it. So at some point, we're going to have to go and grab those too. Because they'll just start to turn into ghosts, probably. What's going on here? Why can't I paint that? Multi. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. 10 of them created. So for now, yeah, this will be good. But I think I'm going to actually get the miners to order some, or I'm going to order the miners to dig some of these out a little bit more. We'll just do it from like here. This is fine. If I branch them like this. Okay, this will work. This will kind of look cool, I think. All right, we'll bring one that direction, one that direction. And of course, I'll do this. I'll make it symmetrical here. But, oh, you know what? I forgot. We need a dungeon keeper. I forgot. That's why I had this dug out. Let's see here. Dungeon master. Yeah, so I made these 3 little rooms for the dungeon master. I need to fill them up with furniture. Okay, I have laid out the furniture here for our dungeon master, and I've zoned it all up. Of course, we don't have one yet. I haven't assigned him, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pick just a random dude. Doesn't really matter. I don't really know what the qualifications are, but it'll show us if anybody has relevant skills. No, it doesn't look like a single person does, so I'll just go down to the bottom here, and we'll find somebody who's got like an odd job. Like paper maker. Boom. You are now the new dungeon master. Forget about paper making, sir. All right, so it's him, Sibrek. Let's go ahead and assign. So I need to click on each of these and find Sibrek. He'll probably be, yeah, right there towards the top. They always put like the nobles and stuff right at the top. Okay, Sibrek the dungeon master has got his place all set up. Now, let's think about digging these out. So what I want to do is very simple. We just need space for a door and a sarcophagus. So we're just going to pull it across like this. And I'm going to do this all the way down. Now, obviously, we don't want them to connect here. So this is the earliest point. We can start here. It may look a little bit funky right now, but I think once this is all dug out, it's probably going to look pretty good. Okay, well, as I'm waiting for the miners to do their thing down here now, I noticed that we got some migrants arrive. So we're at 126. That's awesome. Somehow I bet you we won't be able to see that anymore. No, they've probably been assimilated already. No job. Oh, we have a lot of people with no job. That can't be right. They should be hauling stuff up here probably. Let's see here. Now they've got all the floors here done. I'm still slowly working on making these all blue microline. And yes, I see that the switch is not... I hate that. But anyway, maybe I'll move that. But also, let's see how it's going up here. People have no job. That means these floors better be done. And yes, the floors are freaking done. I cannot believe it. These dwarves are the best. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and install that last little piece that I wasn't able to do. Boom. Right there. All right, microline. Actually, I'm saving microline. We'll use bauxite. Okay, so the floor is done. Now, like I said, I am going to slowly replace these things here, these walls, with fortifications. So we got to do it kind of piecemeal. Let me see. I'm going to set that to highest priority, and I'm going to pause it. I get a little bit of lag now with having over 100 dwarves. We do get a little bit of lag when I try and unpause and order them to do stuff. So it's just a little choppy, and sometimes I mess up because it lags out a bit. So you can see I'm ordering sections of the walls taken out, and as they come and complete this, we will reorder fortifications put in. I don't think this is going to be enough to collapse the levels above us, because we do have 2 more stories above us, but I'm going to go ahead and order these places that I've already emptied as set as fortification. So let's go to construction, fortification, not wall. There it is. And I'm going to manually select. I like to manually select these. There we go. That way I know it's not wood or some flammable material that's being used here on our outer walls. Very important. All right, we'll use chert. So there we go. And yes, I'm realizing that this means we're kind of cut off from that floor piece, but as they come through here and take the walls out, we'll be fine. All right, well, I just laid the last couple doors on this section up here, and a couple more had missed, and that means now every one of these rooms in this section has a door, a bed, a cabinet, and a chest on it. And some of them even have statues or armor stands and weapon racks in them too, just because that makes the dwarves even happier. But I will probably at some point go ahead and do that. Just throw in a statue in everybody's room. See, this whole block has statues right here. So yeah, these are going to be pretty luxurious rooms. And let's check out, oh, doesn't it look nice over here? Everything's been smoothed. Some items do smooth the ground below it, like the beds and the cabinets, the armor stands, yes. The display and statues, no. So that's interesting. That's good to know. Now, these I could easily take out of here and smooth those down because they don't have anything on them. But, yeah, these 4 are displaying legendary items for us right now, which is pretty sweet. But, yeah, this looks a little better. Now, of course, we can come through and do even more. We can engrave artwork into a smooth wall. We can carve a track now. Carve a grab, no. Yep. All right, let's see here. Now, this is just for... I'm not going to necessarily do this to all the walls. Well, maybe we will. Ooh. Is it going to do the floors, too? Huh. I guess it will. That's cool. They're going to engrave it with artwork and stuff. So these bedrooms are going to be just, like, incredible. And speaking of incredible rooms, here we go. They've got everything moved in, and yes, all of it's platinum except the table and chairs and the 2 cabinets. Of course, the bed's not platinum. But we do have a lot of platinum stuff in here. And I hate the chunks, but they'll eventually come use these, especially the limestone, hopefully. Who is this? Entertaining, denied. So I'll probably have them smooth this one, too. Yeah, I'm going to come through and get most of the important areas smoothed. Okay, well, these doors, it took them no time at all, but we've got those walls taken out, and I've relaid down the fortifications, and something down here is rotting. Why are we getting all this miasma, especially outside? Why is there miasma outdoors? What is this? That's weird. We do have a lot of rotting stuff, I imagine, but Yeah, I don't expect it to happen outdoors. Maybe it's because we've got this place like roofed off a little bit, but that shouldn't affect it. Oh well, it happens. It must just be really thick with corpses. Oh, I see it right here. Oh, you know what I'm realizing too? Oh, crap. There are holes in the ground here. That's where the miasma's coming from. It's coming from down below. Now, this was expected. I just didn't expect the fact that there'd be holes here. This happens sometimes when you chop down a tree like this. So we've got trees up here above an open, an open room below, and sometimes the roots will pull up like the ground. So what we need to do, and I've addressed this before, I think in the previous playthrough, but we need to just go into constructions, and we'll go to the floor piece, and I will lay a floor here, and I'll just do it out of claystone, and I'll lay another one there on the hole. I think that's it. If you go to a place that says like open space, then you know you're at a hole. Oh, here's another one. That says church, so that's just like bedrock. All right, let's go ahead and put another one right there. Well, I'm pretty glad I noticed that miasma. I mean, it's not crucial since our castle is going to be pretty impenetrable, but it's a good idea to, cover up any holes in your ground. You don't want that. Well, I thought we might pay a visit to our little zoo here, a troglodyte zoo. That's this section over here. I'm going to put some other cages in each one of these little rooms on all four corners. So yeah, it says it too. It is a zoo. If you look here as a faux zoo, I renamed it, but it did say unnamed zoo originally. But yeah, you can see, and hopefully we can catch some really interesting stuff. Now I could just assign, if I go to the cage that's empty, I could put one of our animals, but if I go to the very bottom, I could put a honeybee, although I don't know if that would stay in there. There were some other animals. I don't know what happened to them. Oh, maybe it's because they're down in the cave system, in the caverns now, so they're cut off. But it did allow me to put like hamsters and gerbils from the caverns down there. But if we catch some other stuff upstairs, like in our cage traps, like that's what this is right here. That's a cage trap. I've got those scattered around all the four corners of the fortress, and I think I did put a few others. Yeah, here's two right out front. So hopefully we'll catch something cool in those. In fact, I think I'm going to build some more cage traps, because look at this absurd amount of cages I have here. So there's one there, and then there's a whole cluster of them over here. And yes, I see there is one more troglodyte in this cage. Okay, so it's in the nickel cage. Actually, that's helpful. So now if I go back to the zoo, there it is, and I go to this cage and I put it in there. See, it's hard to know which troglodyte is which because we got like 7 of them. Where are you? They're like more in the middle. There they are. But if I can see which cage is different, oh, it's so hard to tell. So the problem is if I choose the wrong one, they'll just end up switching like this guy to this cage. And that's not what I'm looking for. But anyway, that's not important. So I think I am going to set some more cage traps, though, because we can always build more. We have just an obscene amount of metal bars and stuff. I love it. Look at all these bins up here. And these things, not every single one of them is full necessarily, but a lot of them are. Well, I think we ran out of mechanisms before we ran out of actual cages, so I'm going to get a bunch more of those made. We'll do like 15 more mechanisms. Those are good to have around too. Yeah, ooh, look at this coffin. That's a beautiful coffin. It caught my eye there. Green glass coffin. Oh, that's awesome. So we are getting glass stuff. Oh, and I had to make a bunch of altars too. I have no idea why, but I figured, hey, let's make them. How's it going here? We've got one left. But yeah, this kiln and the glass furnace are up and running, boys and girls, and I love it. Oh yeah, I had a whole bunch of just random work orders set for like different instrument pieces and glass coffins. I thought that'd be kind of cool. We can put like maybe some of our more notable dwarves in a glass coffin. How cool does that sound? You can see their body decay. Anyway, so we've set a bunch of glass. That's like the first piece of raw green glass they turned into that coffin. This should be honorary. Should be an honorary coffin. And I think it's either like a masterpiece or it's been adorned with gems. It's hard for me to tell. I can't distinguish those prefixes and suffixes on there. But these guys are still working hard. Our gem cutters, oh yeah. They have been we don't have as much gems as we had in the past, because earlier I did a lot of trading with those gems, but oh well. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Now the one I really want to look at is gypsum. Plaster powder, 9 of 10. Dude, you're going too slow. Get to work. But that's okay. So in addition, I'm wondering how much, if they've made any jugs. Yes, they have made some jugs. Okay, so that means that our honey should be getting collected. Oh my God, these trees grow at a ridiculous pace up here. I'm constantly trying to chop them down. Okay, so the honey should be being stored in those porcelain jugs. And let's check this one out. Okay, is it working? Oh, I don't know. See, I turned it to infinite. That's why I don't like infinite. I want to be able to see if any of them have been done here. Like, none of this has been done. The honey, though. I want to... Oh, look, there's a dwarf there. Hello, Mr. Dwarf. Are you working? You look like a young gentleman. Is he working? Dabbling. I don't know what he's doing standing there, but he is doing something. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just really anxious to get some mead. That's what I'd like to see, because I do have those set. Yeah, I've got work orders, just generic work orders for mead. I was like, I'll put those in whenever we get the mead. It'll be great. All right, what is this? Entertaining. Where's all the soldiers? That's what I really need. All these entertainers, man. They just love our property. Let's go down there and check out the inn here. Oops, wrong level. Okay, yeah. One day we'll clear all these stone chunks out of here, and it'll just look amazing. But it might be a little while before that happens. So we've got a pretty good looking little place here, despite the stone chunks. I think this will be the next area that we need smoothed. What do you think? Oh yeah, gorgeous. Beautiful. That's big time smooth job right there. Let's see here. The engravings are done. I told you these dwarves are just crazy about smoothing and engraving stuff. Look at this. It's a little dwarf face on every tile. Oh, they love themselves, don't they? And each statue is a statue of a dwarf. That's the best. Oh boy, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and spending time here at the Fortress with me. If you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe. Check the description down there for Discord and Patreon, and I will see you on the next episode.